Veganism technically ain't never been cool. Like, it was always thought of to be like a rich, wealthy, white lifestyle. But when you come to this place of business, you're gonna have a good time, you're going to reimagine food in a different way, and you're gonna realize that going plant-based is not hard at all. All you gotta do is shift your mindset. I became a vegan almost 10 years ago, but my mother is Rastafarian. She's been vegetarian my whole life, and we ate what she ate growing up. My mother is the bomb. What I learned from my mother is loyalty and commitment and consistency goes a long way. I can remember my mother used to come in the house, feet swollen from having 3 jobs because she wanted to make sure that we could afford to have the life that we had. She was a mom of 4 children and even took care of her stepchildren and did all of this with a smile. So any moment that I feel defeated, I'm like, I came from a superwoman. And I'm so happy that I learned the lessons that I did because I learned about how to be a selfless individual, how to help people, and I owe all of that to my mom and my upbringing. I moved to LA because I'm a certified nut. I packed up a duffel bag, a suitcase, and $250 and 30 resumes. I jumped into TV on accident, just as a production assistant. And I was so good at doing that I got promoted really fast. It brought me to New York City. And I look up and I'm like, I'm really a television producer. I wasn't satisfied. So although I may have had a dream job, I wasn't fulfilling what I really wanted to do, and that was to serve people and create something for myself. My first restaurant was called Pinky's Jamaican and American Restaurant. I got my feet wet on what it's like to really legitimately run a business, even the parts that I got wrong. And the part that I got wrong, which ended up being so right, was I didn't have fire insurance. So I had a grease fire at my restaurant, and everything was destroyed in a grease fire. I went from having a sustainable business that was paying all the bills, I was doing well, to being flat broke. And it was not a loss, it's a lesson. It showed me that no matter how bad it looks, brush yourself off and like literally try again. I decided to go to Atlanta for 3 months. And when I got to Atlanta, I was in my 2-bedroom apartment. I was sitting there and I'm like, Slutty Vegan. And then I got a food truck and I would have 500 people standing outside every single day. This is bigger than burgers and fries. This is a movement to help people reimagine food in a way that they've never seen it before. How did I figure out how to make veganism cool? I made veganism sexy, and sexy is cool. I knew that if I could merge the 2 most pleasurable experiences in life, and that's sex and that's food, I could make your ass pay attention. My concept doesn't have anything to do with sex. It's just the innuendos, like it's the names that draw you in. But once I got you, I'm like, here, let's have a good experience. And when you have the experience, it feels like a party. That is how my employees make you feel. And I knew that experience was important. All Slutty Vegan is Pinky Cole in the form of a restaurant. If you walk out of Slutty Vegan and you don't feel inspired, you haven't gotten a true experience. And I take pride in that. When I started Slutty Vegan, I wanted everybody to see themselves in this brand. Whether you were old, young, rich or poor, white or black, it didn't matter where you came from or your socioeconomic status. When you come to this place, you feel welcomed, you see yourself, you can have a good time, and all of your worries and your fears go away. I've mastered the art of making people feel good. As a result of that, they keep coming and the lines stay down the block. Giving back is really like the real joy for me. I remember times when I had $1 in my bank account, but my pride and my ego wouldn't let me ask nobody for help. I still get emotional thinking about it. I started the Pinky Cole Foundation in 2019. I like to call the Pinky Cole Foundation triage. Like, this is the place that you go to get the immediate help that you need. We partner with the Department of Juvenile Justice to provide second chance opportunities to ex-offenders. We've paid the balances of college students. We've given lights to families in partnership with the Steve Harvey Foundation. We have paid the rents of local businesses in the area so that they didn't have to close due to the pandemic. Currently, we are partnering with Prudential to provide life insurance to Black men who make $30,000 or less. What really drives me is the fact that I can use my resources and my platform to make somebody's life better. I'd like to call myself a disruptor. And a disruptor is a person who is willing to take a chance to make an advance. I am the ultimate risk taker. What a lot of entrepreneurs don't realize is all you gotta do is put your all in it. The minute that you put your all in it, you're already halfway there. And once you're halfway there, now you got the grit and the relentlessness and the integrity, that unstoppable force. You can do it. And when you do it, you look up and like, wow, I really built this thing. I am not the most polished CEO in the world, but I'm me and I'm raw and I'm real and I'm transparent, but I'm showing people that you don't have to fit in the status quo. You don't have to look a certain way or talk a certain way or act a certain way to be great. You can just be great all on your own. And I hope that I am the example that you can literally totally be yourself and be great.